Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl Enhanced Edition. In this episode, we're not going to be progressing the story in any way. What we are going to do is we are going to be taking out the two groups of military soldiers that are in Cordon.
Got anything valuable?
But first, we're going to eat.
Not bad. Now that's the way to go.
Alright. Now, as I'm sure you may remember from previous games, previous episodes even.
Well, good hunting, Stalker.
There is, in fact, a couple of groups of soldiers here in the cordon. We're just going to drop all that there. The two main groups are the toll booth under the rail bridge, and there is the actual military garrison that prevents entrance into the cordon. We're going to be taking out the toll booth first. And as we're on our way to do that, we are going to be collecting items from the various stashes around Cordon. That guy talking off in the distance is the big military garrison that we will be taking out. Let's grab that stash. Those are going to be helpful. Time to get out on the road. Now, when it comes to getting past the train bridge and getting into the rest of Cordon, there are three paths you can take. You can pay the 500 ruble fine, you can go past the broken fences over here, or you can go through the electro tunnel right here. All of them have drawbacks. Obviously, we don't want to pay a fine every time we want to cross. 500 rubles can stack up pretty quickly. The one on the right has intense radiation, so an unprepared stalker could easily die crossing it. And the one on the left has the electro tunnel, which interferes with the ability to return. The electro tunnel tends to go in order from this side up north, which makes it very dangerous to try and return from. So, what we are planning on doing is getting rid of the only things stepping in the way of the easiest place to cross. Managed to get him. Okay, so we're going to grab the stash in here. And you might notice there's a little bit of a time discrepancy. I did wait for day to do this because it was almost impossible to see otherwise. And that will do us no favors. So, see, the reason why that one didn't go is because I left something in there. So that will stay on the map until it's completely empty. Now, I tried doing this whole thing directly from where I left off last time, But at night, it was so dark that I could not see what I was doing. It was absolutely impossible. And so, for your patience and for my own, I decided to wait until day. You don't get to see that part, but it was pretty boring. Nothing happened. I suppose I should check the dog for a tail. Quite startling. And unfortunately, no artifact in here. But beggars can't be choosers. Alright, so climbing up here, we are going to try and get the jump on these soldiers with our grenade. Carefully, carefully sneak through. Let's see if we can't get a good toss. They seem to be split up into two big groups here. We will go for them. Didn't get them. May have gotten one, may have damaged them, but did not kill them. Jump off. Sneak over. Try and... Headshots are always effective. Actually, headshots are not always effective, but for everything but stalkers and exosuits, headshots are effective. Exosuits, of course, we're not going to see until the end game. Headshots should work on every other stalker. Of course, we can peek around corners too, like this. Go around either corner. Can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see. Rather nerve-wracking. There he is. Got him. Now, if I remember correctly, these guys probably won't respawn. Probably. Don't quote me on that. But they most likely won't respawn. So, that leaves us in a really nice position. We no longer have to pay to get through this area. Picking up all of these. Sometimes when enemies drop weapons like this, or sometimes when enemies drop weapons, they will be loaded. So you can get a little bit of ammunition, even if you still have to drop the gun, because you can't carry it. Oh, look at that. It's a unique pistol there. It's not very descriptive as to what's different about it, but I suppose it's probably got better better durability, better accuracy. Could be either of those. Okay, so all these guys are dead now. Where's his rifle? Where's this guy? Oh, they must be there. This guy's not flying. What I'm doing right there is just checking all of them to see if they have anything loaded in them. This appears to be, the first one appears to be the one with the highest ability. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to return to Sakharov. I'm going to sell those ones. And then it's time to hit the actual garrison. And hopefully not die horribly. To get a nice little grenade here, that should help. I'm exhausted. I'm probably going to leave some of those artifacts in Sakharov's place. If the storage is safe, of course. I gotta check and see if whatever I put there, the shotgun I put there, disappeared or not. And if it did, then I'm not gonna put those things there. There's a lot of blind dogs. A lot. Any loner stalker you save will become an ally. They're more inclined to help you, but they don't really do much otherwise.
На, получай!
The bandits have respawned here, I suppose. There's one over there, I think. Either way, it's none of my business. A lot of stalkers won't even talk to you if you have a gun out, so it's always helpful to put it away. Well, I never did check and see if selling stalkers dog tails works for the achievement. I'll have to do that at some point. But I'm not going to do it right now because I prefer to keep any out-of-game elements out of these recordings. See, I'm over encumbered. Even just walking will drain my stamina. Which is a little bit annoying, but this is almost more of a survival game than just a looter-shooter. Very odd genre. Looter-shooter, survival, insofar as you at least need to eat. And obviously FPS. Open world of sort. It's more like open areas. Alright. There's another one there. I'll have to check on that little stash there too. I suppose I got it off one of the military guys. He says highly dangerous for human health and life, but I think only the ones that create radiation are highly dangerous. Put that there for now.
Got anything valuable?
Yes, I do. Got a nice little.
Not bad. Some pretty good stuff. That's my boy. You've...
Bearing my armor. Thank you, mod. The only mod that I will be downloading for the entirety of this playthrough, by the way. Leave those. Leave that one. See, this is very nice. Radiation being gone is very, very helpful. Which, actually, now that I look at it, rupture. Those are rupture. Rupture is not that bad. If it was, if it had said bulletproof cap, I would have put them on, but it's not.
Well, good hunting, Stalker.
Rupture is like blunt stuff. Okay, now it's time for the real meat and potatoes of this. This is going to be a long fight. It's going to be a difficult fight. I'm probably going to die at least once, which is going to infuriate me because I'd rather not die on camera, but nobody's perfect. It is going to be a struggle. And this playthrough isn't going to end until I get rid of them. So let's see. I've done it before. It's long, it's annoying, it's difficult. But I've done it before. Don't know why those stalkers don't fix that chair. Better to sit down, huh? Let's check the basement. Don't see anything in there. I'd be having nightmares if I lived here too. Having trouble locating this one, so we'll zoom in here. It's a secret stash in the cellar. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the one where it's not in the cellar. The cellar, it's actually, oh, there it is. It's right there. Flirt MK2, PB1s. Yes. I do, or rather, I am happy to report now that I have, in fact, figured out how to change ammunition type without dropping everything on the ground and reloading. For those of you interested, it would be the Y key on keyboard by default. As for on controller, I'm sorry to say I couldn't tell you. I don't play with one. Soldiers are on the way over. We're gonna go around here, take cover behind this rock, and maybe we wait for them to get a little bit closer, and maybe we get a lucky grenade off. Let's see. They saw me. Got that one. Must have damaged him from the grenade. He's down, although not dead. I don't think. Down. Now, I am very, very limited in how I approach this garrison because there's a minefield. Another stash. Where is his gun? There it is. I need like a magnifying glass. He went down. He's dead. Or not. Maybe I'll use the Viper for a bit. Guy's down but not dead. He's right on top of me. Youch. Now, this game has a bit of a difficulty learning curve in the fact that when you open your inventory, the game does not pause. That's quite dangerous. Someone around here. See, look at all of them over there. Someone's out there. I will run around over here. I can't properly flank because there are mines, like I said. I know for a fact they do go off. I have been killed by them, in fact, and that's why I'm not going to be going for that guy's armor or weapons or anything. Someone is down up ahead. Someone else is around there. Well, that wasn't the most effective shooting I've done in my life, but another one went down. They do not respawn, so I can hopefully whittle them down. Someone's grenade went off. The weather is being a little rough out here. Oh, I accidentally picked that up, I think. No. Okay. Not great. A bit of a faff. Not good. That was very sketchy. That guy's not dead, but I don't care. He's down, and that's what's important. He can't shoot at me. As long as they can't shoot at me, I don't care if they're up or down. Can't see, can't see, can't see. He's over there. He's there, he's there, he's there. Oh, I don't understand why it's so dark. Okay, I think I got him. Yes, I got him. A grenade. Excellent. I haven't seen boars this far south in a while. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's so dark. Sorry, they're private, but... Oh, another grenade. It's 10 in the morning. It's supposed to be 10 in the morning. I have no idea why it's so dark around. Let this be a good example of the inaccuracy of these weapons that we are both firing. Sorry, grenade. Well, there's one of them. I wonder if I can sink a grenade from here. Probably not. No, just short. I almost got that guy. There's that guy down. Okay. We'll try this one. I think I hit the... That's quite odd. That'll be coming out of the editing. I'll tell you all about it later. Well, basically the game minimized for a second because Windows has a stupid virtual desktop feature that's very easy to open. And I may have opened it. Okay, these guys are down. A military medkit. That's good. So there are three levels of medkits in the game. There is the normal orange one, there's this blue one, and then there's a later science one, which is yellow. And that one had ammunition in it. These two. That one also had ammunition in it. Probably because they reloaded right before I killed them. Fortunately, I don't think there's any way to quiet down that screeching. Gonna poke around. Don't think there was anything in that. Well, that one. I feel that players are not necessarily meant to take this properly out. Now, I knew it. I knew there was going to be someone in here. I just knew it. Is that all of them? Is that everyone? I don't think that alarm goes out even if you kill everyone. If I remember correctly, in the original, those energy drinks were STALKER branded. Now they're non-stop energy drinks. The captain. He must have been the guy in charge of this. Captain Kondratenko. Probably butchered that, but an attempt was made. Here. Honestly, I apologize for just the horrible screaming. There's really no way that I know of to quiet that down. Now, I, in fact, will not be going to go loot the bodies in the minefield. That's just asking for death. But I will happily loot this area. A little bit of food, a little bit of bandages, doesn't hurt. A whiff. Oh, one of those TVs. So these TVs actually play footage from early Stalker builds. There's no place in-game that corresponds to that. You'll notice when we actually start getting into some of the later areas. But we'll never see that particular place. I think it's an early version of the rail bridge. It's got the same train and everything, but obviously that's not what the rail bridge looks like. And we have got documents from the outpost. I do believe either the barkeep, which we will see later, or Sakharov will take those. Be a little short. These gates are pretty high. I mean, look how short I am compared to this this car. This is just a Jeep. Let's leave the zone. I don't want to be in the zone anymore. I'm going home. Let's leave the zone. There's no leaving. Such is life in the zone. Well, now with the generous wealth of ammunition, let's take these back. We'll go sell them to Sakharov. See if he'll take this information from us. By a country road. We are just underloaded. If we take that up, we're going to be too heavy to move. Apologies for this, but the guns are more valuable. Just try not to be sick while I'm on my way back. Almost there. Almost there. This alcohol should be wearing off fairly soon. Close, close, close. Alcohol starting to wear off.
You got the loot?
Looks like that one, and put that there because that one is in the highest condition. It looks like actually this one is in the highest condition. Yeah, that one's in the highest condition versus all these others. Or is it? Yeah, that one is in the highest condition. Actually, look at that. There's actually a difference in weight. See, this one's 2.7 kilograms. That one's 2.93. What special missions? We'll trade.
Not bad. Some pretty good stuff you've got. That's my boy. You've made...
Alright. So let's see. Well, we sold the gun we were holding, but this one's better anyway. Automatically came up. And I think the difference in weight was
Good
because
hunting,
this
Stalker.
one is already... Yeah, this one was loaded. So, being loaded actually does affect the weight of a weapon. But, anyway, that was our fun little jaunt destroying the military positions here in the court. I thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll be back again for a regular episode of Stalker's Shadow Chernobyl Enhanced Edition. Thank you, and see you all later.